you said that a guy can't handle a girl showing off her body. That's insecure, like the recent Jonah Hill text messages. So did you think that Jonah Hill's boundaries that he attempted to set on his then girlfriend, do you think that was controlling? Do you think that was, what did you think that was?
Trust me, I get your point, right? Everyone can be like, I'm not comfortable with my girlfriend posting bikini pics, whether you're surfing or not. But I think it should have been discussed beforehand to kind of retroactively make her take things down and kind of put her in this situation where now we're in a relationship.
So it was. If you read the text messages, I will not allow for this continued disrespect. Yes. It was discussed before.
I don't understand why men bag a really bad bitch and then just expect her to stop being this bad bitch that you bagged.
She can do whatever she wants, but then he also has the choice to not marry her because we said
exactly.
But we said before that there are how many Jonah Hills are there? Jonah Hill's probably going to die with $500 million in his bank account at some point. How many Jonah Hills are there versus how many of these Sarah Bradley surfers are there? And that the thing is, from her standpoint, what proves that I'm correct are I don't know if you guys saw the breakup text messages where he was like, I just want to let you know I'm seeing someone else, and she's like, nice job. It's only been 6 months and you're already with someone else. And then he has a baby with someone else, and she has the audacity to then release all these text messages, making him apparently controlling, but they're broken up. Why wait until I have my baby with someone else? She seems to be happy with me, and the woman I have my baby with, you know what else? She actually liked the boundaries that I had. Some woman had the audacity to say to me the other day, "It's like, I hope you have a daughter. Oh, and or like, I hope your daughter ends up with a man like this. A man like this who makes hundreds of millions of dollars and asks my daughter to not go around dressing like a slut. Oh my God, I hope I never have a man like that in my life. I would be so fucking happy if I had a dude like that. Are you kidding?"
Yeah, but Mike, can we agree that some women though are okay having those boundaries? And like, it's not. I don't think it's a right or wrong. It's you're with the wrong person.
About priorities.
That's why you should just
so he gave her several chances to understand, if you want to keep riding the Jonah Hill train, you have to do this. And he can't. And by the way, an ultimatum is like when you don't want to back it up. Those weren't threats. He broke up with her. He said, these are the things. He goes, if these are the things that make you happy, I support it. What a piece of shit. He goes, I support it. And then he goes, but this is not something that will work for me. He was so
That's so
cool.
fair.
He was so cool about this.
No,
because at the end of the day, also, I feel like he's definitely supporting her fucking life. So at the end of the day, she should be able to.
If he is raised, real quick. By those standards, every single traditional Muslim man is controlling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So are you saying that that's
every
wrong?
single traditional Muslim man who asks those things of his wife, every one of them is an abusive controller, if that's what you're saying. So, without exception, every single Muslim man is like that. And I'm a Protestant saying this.
I think it depends if the woman is okay with it or not. If she's okay with it, then I don't
then we agree. Then we agree. And so she didn't change her behavior. They broke up, and she wasn't okay with it after he moved on. So she posted private text messages between him and her.
Yeah, but
she
that's
is 500% wrong.
Like, she was mad.
No, there's two other problems. Number one, calling that is so belittling to women who actually suffer from abuse. That's the second problem. And here's the third problem. These nonsensical fucking videos of therapists saying he's using controlling language, and it's really, he's trying to say these are boundaries, but really this is abuse. Now you fucking ruined therapy. You've ruined therapy.
I don't agree.
That's just because psychologists can read between the lines, and boundaries is something that you set for yourself, not for another person.
No. If I asked you in my relationship to not sleep with other men, that is a boundary I set for you, and is a healthy boundary that I get to set.
You're setting a boundary for somebody else, not for yourself. That's not what a boundary is.
Just donating.
Hey, Swordless, good to see you, man.
Sorry for the interruption. Go back to your point. Have fun.
Hey, Swordless, thank you, man. And by the way, thank you for the you gifted 10 memberships, though. So thank you so much. Good to see you in the chat, man. Normally we see you on Twitch, but thank you for coming over to YouTube, man. Appreciate it. Okay, let me see here where we were. So we touched on the Jonah Hill shit.
Got me heated.
Okay.
Do you mind if I make one quick point? Kind of
go ahead, then I'll
So I think
go to
I
my
can't remember
next.
if it was one of you two that mentioned it in terms of, and I agree that this is a conversation that I'm not versed on their relationship timeline. I agree that it's a conversation that absolutely needs to happen in the beginning of a relationship, but would you not agree that there are certain activities that you engage in when you are single that you would not engage in when you are not single and you are in a relationship.
Absolutely,
Yes.
but he's still married this girl, right?
No. They only dated.
Okay,
Hey, by the way,
okay, that makes
before we go
sense.
on, I'm dating a world champion bikini model, and I don't care if she posts pictures in bikini.
Yeah.
Because that's
her.
my standard that I told her before we got into a relationship. And if she didn't stay up to my standard, then I would say, hey, if these are the things that make you, if we have a
you
breakup,
said
I'm
she
going to
does
write
post?
exactly what Jonah Hill did. Exactly. If these are the things that make you happy, I support it. But it's not right for me.
You said she
And
does
that's
What's the
post bikini
extrapolation?
pictures?
I mean,
my girlfriend does. Yeah, I don't
She
care.
doesn't.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't
If you were to
pursue
ask-
a
if you
bikini
were to
model
ask
and tell
her,
her
like,
not to
don't
wear a
do it, then she
bikini. I
would
don't
do
know.
it.
In 2
That's
seconds,
counterproductive.
she brought it up that she would take it down without me even asking.
Right.
Can
I don't
just
like
ask
the
a
way he
question?
sorry.
Like, what are we extrapolating from this? Like, what's the point? Because I feel like a lot of people that watch like the Jonah Hill situation unfold, like genuinely
Brainless.
were like saw like that he was in the right. Like I
Yeah,
feel like
okay.
a lot of
Honestly,
people.
I
are
would
on
really
his
like
side.
to go to the next subject
no,
just so we can
here-
all talk
Here's the
about
point.
it.
Well, hold on. Here's
you
the
know?
point. If you go look at
I do want to say something. I would.
ahead.
A lot of people have not had an opportunity
Yeah,
to
to
speak.
speak.
I would like to make an attempt to try to,
Get-
give a little space so that some other people, can.
see, he's the
can
communist now. You
speak.
see this? I'm just kidding.
You know.
I'm messing with you. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Did you have a question or?
I asked him a question. But
Okay.
Yeah, my only issue was it was therapy. That was the
Okay.
thing. Is that
Yeah, I
therapists
was
are
just wondering
therapists
what,
are
like-
now making TikToks bashing Jonah Hill, and now other therapists are watching this nonsense, thinking that they have to act the same way.
that's weird. It's like a different understanding of what boundaries mean. Like it's like you can like whether or not you could set the boundary for yourself.
Tell you what, I'll
or
set
for
you
somebody
guys
else.
up to have like a podcast.
Dude,
You've been asking him a lot of questions, which I think is great. I like